The game begins. Krejcik opens with pawn to e4. And we kick off with 1 e4. How thrillingly original. This move, featured in approximately every beginner's chess book ever printed, stakes a claim in the center and graciously allows the queen and bishop to see daylight. It's the "I'm going to play chess now" of opening moves. Let's see if the creativity has peaked already. Okay, knight to f6 on the board. The Alekhine Defense. For the player who sees white's perfectly fine e4 pawn and thinks, you know what, I'd like to be chased around the board for the next 10 moves. This isn't about controlling the center with pawns. It's about goading white into a premature advance. It's the chess equivalent of poking a bear with a very small stick. The move is knight to c3. Facing the provocative Alekhine's defense, white decides to play a completely normal developing move, yawn. Instead of the chaotic pawn-pushing spree that black was hoping for with 1 nf6, white's nc3 is the strategic equivalent of ignoring a toddler's tantrum. It calmly develops a knight, reinforces the e4 pawn, and basically says, I'm not playing your silly games. It's responsible, it's solid, and it's utterly devoid of the glorious, reckless abandon the position was begging for. So pawn to d6. After the bold, in-your-face 1 and 6, black follows up with d6. That's the chess equivalent of kicking down a door and then politely asking to use the restroom. All that initial bravado just melts away into this timid little pawn move. It's a perfectly playable, solid move, mind you, but it's like ordering the spiciest dish on the menu and then asking for a glass of milk. Pathetic. Okay, bishop to c4 on the board, and here comes bc4, the most predictable move since king to e2. White develops the bishop to stare menacingly at the f7 pawn, a plan so original it was probably found etched on a cave wall. Is this chess or a staring contest? Black's f7 pawn is probably getting very uncomfortable under this intense, unblinking gaze. And here it is, knight takes on e4. Well, look at this hero. Black sees a free pawn and snatches it like a seagull stealing a chip. Never mind developing your other pieces, let's just move the same knight twice. This is what we call hope chess, hoping your opponent has conveniently forgotten how the bishop on c4 works. A bold and frankly ridiculous invitation to chaos. A huge moment, bishop takes on f7, check. Well, that's one way to start the game. Most players develop their pieces, control the center. Krejcik decides to just throw a bishop at the enemy king's face. This isn't chess, it's a bar fight. Black's king is being evicted from its cozy home on move 4. A brilliant, if utterly unhinged sacrifice to turn the board into a tactical minefield. The goal is simple, rip open the king's defenses before black even knows what game they're playing. With king takes on f7, the entire position changes. Well, what choice did black have? Letting the king be captured is generally frowned upon. So the king bravely steps out from behind his pawn shield, officially forfeiting his right to a safe and quiet life in a castle. He's traded his fortress for a studio apartment in a very dangerous neighborhood. White's bishop sacrifice was no act of charity. The knight on e4 is next on the menu, leaving black's king horribly exposed for the rest of the game. A truly terrible start for black. Knight takes on e4. The obligatory recapture. White sees a free knight and, unlike my last opponent, decides to actually take it. Shocking, I know. This move isn't the genius part. The genius was seeing that black's king had aspirations of being an explorer. Now that the monarch is on a walkabout on f7, white's knight hops into the center, ready to support the upcoming royal beatdown. The plan is simple. Point everything at the king and don't stop until you hear crying. Wow. Pawn to e5. e5. A classic case of fiddling while Rome burns. Black decides to fight for the center. A noble idea if your king wasn't currently on vacation on f7, exposed to every draft in the room. This move is like putting up a "please attack me" sign. It challenges the knight, sure, but it also rips the position open, inviting the white queen to join the party with a check from f3. A truly optimistic decision. With queen to f3, check, the entire position changes. Oh, look at this, bringing the queen out for a stroll. Normally, this is a sign of a player who learned chess 5 minutes ago from a pamphlet. But when your opponent's king is already wandering around the board like a lost tourist, you can break a few rules. Qf3 is a simple, brutal question. Where are you going to hide that king now? White isn't playing chess. They're poking a very sad, exposed bear with a very sharp stick. King to g8. Oh, a bold new strategy. The king's walk of shame. Instead of scurrying back to safety with k8, the king decides to take a scenic tour of the most dangerous part of the board. Did black think the g8 square was a bomb shelter? It's more like a bullseye. This move doesn't just invite disaster, it sends it a gilded invitation, rolls out the red carpet, and offers it a drink. An absolute masterclass in how to lose a game in under 10 moves. With knight to g5, the entire position changes. After black decided their king should go for a little stroll to g8, a move so bad it should be framed and hung in a museum of terrible ideas, white plays the perfect response. The knight hops to g5 with a devious smile, creating an immediate and frankly hilarious mate threat on f7. This isn't just developing with a threat, this is developing with a death sentence. Black's position is now officially a disaster area. Wow, queen to f6. Oh, you stopped the checkmate on f7? Give yourself a gold star. Meanwhile, you've completely ignored the freight train named Qb3 that's about to flatten your entire position. This is the chess equivalent of fixing a leaky faucet while your house is on fire. A truly masterful display of tunnel vision, provoked by the previous disaster of a king move. Black is just plugging one hole in a dam that's already burst. And here it is, queen to b3, check. And here's the knockout blow. The PGN calls this Qb3+, which is hilarious because it's not even check. The plus is probably just the sound of black's position flatlining. After black's king went for that disastrous hike to g8, it was only a matter of time before the eviction notice was served. This single move forces black to play d5, which is like trying to stop a tidal wave with a paper towel. A beautiful, brutal finish to punish a catastrophic blunder.